The deconstruction of the African mind, spirit and culture is an imperative for the continent's true liberation and evolution. Historically, Africa has been rich in diverse languages, traditions and spiritual practices that embody the essence of its people's identity. However, the pervasive focus on studying religious texts such as the Bible and the Quran, often at the expense of engaging with their history and culture, has created a disconnect from their true spiritual and cultural roots. This disconnection hampers their ability to achieve authentic growth, spiritual alignment, and socio-economic prominence on the world stage. Welcome to the CEA Network. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. The African identity is deeply rooted in its indigenous wisdom, oral traditions, and spiritual practices that predate the Abrahamic religions. By prioritizing European and Middle Eastern religious teachings, many Africans have inadvertently marginalized and suppressed their ancestral knowledge. This not only diminishes their understanding of their history, but also weakens their spiritual resilience. Religious texts such as the Bible and the Quran, while valuable for moral and spiritual guidance, are often studied in isolation from the contextual and ancestral wisdom that could empower Africans to find their true spiritual identity. Without this foundation, their spiritual energy remains fragmented and misaligned with their natural cosmic essence. Furthermore, the neglect of African history and culture leads to a psychological and cultural vacuum, where external influences dominate self-perception and societal values. When Africans refuse to study their history, they lose the narrative of resilience, innovation, and the rich cultural ethos that could inspire pride and unity. Instead of standing tall with a well-grounded sense of identity, they are often perceived as consumers of foreign ideas rather than creators of their destiny. This internalized dependency results in a loss of self-confidence and the inability to stand out as a unique and powerful group on the global stage. Spending time and resources on religious texts at the expense of indigenous knowledge creates a misalignment between the soul and society. Authentic progress requires that Africans deconstruct mental and spiritual barriers imposed by colonialism and religious dominance, then reconstruct their consciousness based on their true history, culture, and spiritual practices. This deconstruction is essential to recover their cosmic energy, reconnect with their ancestral spirits, and unlock the potential that resides within their cultural heritage. By embracing their roots, Africans can awaken their spiritual energy, which is inherently aligned with the universe's cosmic laws. Such alignment can lead to innovation, cultural renaissance, and socio-economic development that is sustainable and rooted in authentic self-awareness. Moreover, this shift will empower Africans to no longer follow external pointers, but to lead with their unique spiritual intelligence, cultural wisdom, and historical narrative.